I receive the answer almost always that very same night in my sleep, in my dreams. Hello, Transurfers and the Transurfing Curious. I am Renee Garcia, and this is TransurfingTV. And this is my talk on karma, revenge, and justice. So I want to tell you, first off, I've had something pretty cool happening to me in the last few months. I'm not sure why it's happening or what it means exactly, but it's been pretty amazing and pretty profound, actually. And that is that when somebody asks me a question, no matter how challenging, about reality transurfing, and I don't know the answer to it, I receive the answer almost always that very same night in my sleep, in my dreams. Something or someone comes to me and gives me the answer for the question, and it's always very lucid, very vivid, and very profound. And that's exactly what happened to me in regards to this topic. Somebody asked me this yesterday, and last night I had this incredible, vivid dream of, I think it was a snake or some kind of reptile or something coming to me and giving me this answer. And when I woke up this morning, I was super happy because I realized some insights that can really be applied to every area of life, not just this one, which is a little bit negative, but you can actually take this idea and use it in the positive context, really affecting your reality with the exact same ability as understanding this concept. I'll get a little more into it. I know that probably sounds a little ambiguous, but I want to let you know that a lot of this stuff has to do with your resonating frequency and your mirror. Okay, so I'm going to start by talking about revenge a little bit first. So revenge, what is revenge? Revenge is when somebody has wronged you and you seek to apply justice yourself and even the score, so to speak. So you seek out balance on your own accord, okay? But here's the thing. The event that transpired in the first place, the person that wronged you, that led you to want to seek revenge, that person that wronged you, or that event that transpired, actually happened because of an excess potential you already created, and balancing forces came in and imbalanced on their own. So you created an imbalance. Now, and I'm not saying that I believe in reincarnation 100%. I don't, the jury's still out on that one. But let's just say there are other lives, right? So maybe this imbalance happened because of something that you did in a past life. Maybe it wasn't even in this life, but maybe it was in this life. Let's say that it's in this life, but it could also have carried with you from some other lifeline. But let's say that you created an excess potential in your reality, in your current life, on your current life track or your lifeline, and your world eradicated that excess potential that you created via balancing forces, which came in the form of someone taking some sort of negative action towards you. And you are trying in a human way to balance out that score by then again taking action against them. This is just going to keep your layer of reality off balance. This is not going to balance anything, because in taking revenge, revenge is coming from a place of excess potential, and it's coming from a place of importance, okay? So you are not balancing anything. In fact, things would probably continue to decline in your environment or in your reality and possibly get even worse, more balancing forces because of your excess potential and your importance levels. Okay, so that's kind of why taking revenge, seeking justice on your own is probably not the best idea, because the ultimate goal is that you want balance, and balance is going to come from you with lowering your levels of importance rather than you seeking to level the playing field, so to speak, on your own. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about karma a little bit. What karma is from a transurfing perspective, at least in my opinion, is you carrying a frequency with you onto other life tracks or even into another life. So let's say in this life you do something bad. Let's say you harm someone. Okay, that set of emotions, that mental state, that energy, that frequency that you were resonating at when you took that action will leave a little imprint on your soul frail. And that soul frail with that imprint, now it's not your only imprint, it's a part of you, right? It is not your entire frequency, but it is a frequency that I don't want to say became permanent, but it stayed with you. It stayed with you for a period of time. And when you move forward in your life, in your reality, on your lifeline, you're still to a certain extent resonating with that vibe, with that frequency. Now, it's the frequency that affects the mirror. Okay, so I hope you can see this. I hope it's not too bright. But let's say, here's your mirror, right? And can you see that? Yep. Here's you, okay? And let's say you do something bad. Okay, let's say you do something bad and that frequency imprints on you, imprints on your soul frail, and you carry that frequency with you to another lifeline or even another life. When that frequency eventually hits the mirror, what happens is it highlights anything that's resonating with that same frequency to come back in your direction. So the mirror works in two ways, right? It works in a positive way and it also works in a negative way. We always get what we choose. Well, that little imprint that you made on your soul frail, you carried with you, and that imprint reflected back that frequency to your mirror. And even though you didn't choose it in that moment, the mirror acts with a delay, right? So that information eventually connected up with some event or material or variation of reality that brought that small little bit of frequency you were carrying with you back in your direction. Okay, now justice is kind of like revenge. It's you wanting to see a score settled again. And let's say you are the one that justice is coming for you rather than you are the one that wants to see justice. So if justice is coming for you, if you are this person with your frequency that you were resonating at, which was the event, justice is simply your mirror balancing out the playing field via balancing forces. So that's how they're sort of all tied together. There's karma, which is you resonating at a frequency that affects your later lifeline or life, either good or bad. There's revenge, you wanting to even out the playing field energetically, which won't happen because it simply keeps everything off balance, because you already imbalanced the situation previously, which got a response back to you. So don't just keep the thing going, right? And then justice obviously is the same thing, but it's your mirror responding back to you with balancing forces, bringing something to eradicate that excess potential of your activity. Here's the cool thing. As a transurfer, you never have to worry about revenge or somebody getting the justice they deserve, because we all know that the mirror will take care of this on its own. You don't have to put yourself in a position where you are personally responsible for seeking out justice or revenge, because that person will encounter exactly what they have put out into the world via their resonating frequency of that action. You never have to do it. Your world will take care of it for you. In regards to karma, let's create good karma. Regardless if karma is a real thing or not, or how we view it, or reincarnation, or any of that kind of stuff, we do know one thing as transurfers, that what you put towards your mirror, you are ultimately going to get back. And your resonating frequency is going to highlight material information and stuff in your sector of reality that is in line with that resonating frequency. So this really boils down to what frequency are you going to put out into your world. And I'm actually getting ready to do another video just on frequency alone, because it's so important. What frequency are you going to put out into your world, and what message are you now getting back from your mirror that shows you maybe you need to fine-tune your frequency a little bit. So if you are in a position where you want to seek revenge, or you feel that the world owes someone justice, or you have justice coming in your direction, your frequency is off, and your mirror is either going to respond to your life and seek that balance out, or you don't need to worry about it at all, because the other person that you're concerned with will be balanced out by their mirror as well. So I hope this makes sense. I just started thinking about this stuff, so this is really just a running stream of consciousness, and I hope you enjoyed it. But I'm curious to know your thoughts, and yeah, if you think that this is in fact the transurfing perspective on karma, justice, and revenge. Thanks for watching my video. Bye.